What's good, y'all? Another day, another breath. So, I want to show y'all how you can control your autonomic nervous system, which is responsible for all of your bodily processes with the breath, and you control your heart rate as well. So, what we're going to do to demonstrate that, and a lighting. That'll work. Okay. There you go. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to take two fingers. It could be whatever two fingers you want to do, but I mean, this kind of makes the most sense because it's the easiest. You're going to place them right here in your neck and find your pulse. Go ahead and find your pulse right now. If you can't find your pulse, that's okay. I'm sure you will when you're doing the technique that I'm going to show you to prove to yourself that you can control your heart rate through the breath and thus your autonomic nervous system. So we're going to inhale, and we're going to inhale using our abdominal. We're going to inhale into our abdominal, and the way you can practice that is by putting your hands on your stomach when you inhale. And then when we fully inhale, we're going to hold the inhale and we're going to lock our pelvic floor, our mula bandha. Some might know it as the PC muscles or the Kegel for women. So you're going to squeeze that muscle, the same muscle that you would squeeze if you were trying to hold your urine. And you're going to squeeze that and try to pull it up into your chest. And you're going to hold that inhale and that squeeze for like 20 to 30 seconds. And then you're going to exhale with pursed lips like you're blowing into a straw. And you're going to watch and see how your heart rate changes. Now, if you actually have a device that you can check your heart rate with, do that. But if you don't, just use, your natural God-given tool to check. Now, if you have high blood pressure, this is not something I would suggest that you do. I don't suggest you do this. But therapeutically, you can use extended exhales to lower your blood pressure. And over time, when you kind of level out, then you can go ahead and you can try this out. But for now, I don't suggest anybody with high blood pressure or any like lung issues or anything, any serious illnesses, I don't suggest that you do this. Okay? But, alright, let's just do it. So, go ahead, put your two fingers on your neck, right here. Inhale, lock, exhale. Alright, so let's do it. Let's take a transitional inhale. Let's exhale. Alright, now get ready to take that full inhale. And lock and hold. Slowly exhale. Now, if you did that properly, you would feel the difference from your heartbeat when you inhaled and when you were holding the lock to when you exhaled. So if you didn't feel it this time, go ahead and keep trying it until you get it. But the point is that you can see directly that through the breath, you are controlling your heart rate, and thus you are also controlling your autonomic nervous system. So you're controlling your sympathetic response, that fight or flight response, or the parasympathetic, which is responsible for healing, responsible for resting, responsible for digesting. So on demand, based on whatever situation you're facing in life, you can utilize this. So when you inhale more, and especially when you inhale more into the chest, you're activating the sympathetic nervous system. Now, this isn't a state that you want to be in for a long time, because this is what's responsible for a lot of our diseases, for the breakdown of our body, for the stress of our body. But for certain reasons, like exercise or maybe work, um, just to maybe hype yourself up a little bit, you can utilize quicker breathing, more inhales, maybe mouth breathing, which I don't suggest on a regular basis, but in this instance, you can utilize that to give yourself a little boost of adrenaline, give yourself a positive stress response. But this is not the way that you want to constantly be. Most of us are constantly in the sympathetic function, and like I said, it's responsible for a lot of our illnesses. Now, the parasympathetic function is definitely something that you want to get into if you are in the process of trying to heal. You know, you're in the process of, after eating a meal, or even before eating a meal, to kind of prepare yourself before going to sleep. Parasympathetic function is optimal for that, and that you can activate by extending your exhales. You know, you can do twice as long of an exhale as you do an inhale. It doesn't necessarily have to be twice as long. It depends on your ratio. You know, you can be breathe in for 2 and then exhale for 4. You can breathe in for 4 and exhale for 8. And you can breathe in for 8 and then exhale for 16, but you don't have to. You can exhale for 12. You know, you breathe in for like 15 seconds and then you exhale for like 20, because it might be kind of hard to exhale for 30, but you can get to that point. You can get to the point where you can slow your breath down to 1 breath a minute. And I'll get into that in the future, how you can do that. And yeah, it's very powerful. Like, you can change your mood fairly quickly in a couple of minutes. Now, we kind of live in a day and age where we're taking all these substances to lift us up or to calm us down, whether they're prescriptions, whether it's caffeine, whether it's nicotine, whether it's recreational drugs, whether it's psychedelics, whether it's cannabis. But these things are all external to us, and these things all in the long run end up damaging our bodies and taking energy from us. But within us, we can create these states. We can calm ourselves down. We can hype ourselves up. We can increase the dopamine, the serotonin, oxytocin. We can give ourselves a little boost of adrenaline. We can control all of this. We can create all of this within our bodies through control of the breath and through control of the mind. Because with the mind, you can notice this too. Like, you can think of something negative or even see something negative, and your heart rate will pick up. Nothing is happening to you. You're not in imminent danger. It's all in your head. But that can change your heartbeat. That can change your state. That can change your mood. So, with control of the mind, we can also control our mood. We can control our heartbeat. We can control our temperature. Back that up with the breath. You know, you use both the breath and the mind together. The breath backed up with intention with the mind is extremely powerful, and vice versa. So I encourage you to discover this God-given gift that we have of the breath. Love y'all. Have a good ass day. Peace.